In a previous video, I played clips of Knife Wonder saying that sampling is hard.
It's hard. It's hard. Sampling is hard.
That video got a ton of comments, where some of you agree and some of you disagree with him. I have 3 reasons why I agree with him, but before I explain those, I'll play you a clip of Knife Wonder giving his view on this topic.
And to be honest with you, a lot of the reasons why a lot of cats won't sample, they like to use the whole publishing bit and say, I want all my publishing. That's fair, I understand that. But to be honest with you, if you playing the keyboard and you really can't play, if you just, right, any cat will tell you, it's harder to take a record and make it your own.
What's up, y'all? My name is M.A.F.I.A, and you're watching Back to the Boom Bap, a channel about documenting the beat-making process of legendary hip-hop producers. If this interests you, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Knife Wonder really strikes me as someone who is highly bothered by the anti-sampling crowd. And rightfully so, because some people think that just because they don't sample, it automatically legitimizes them as musicians. And of course, some of them like to dismiss sampling as uncreative. Let's hear what else Knife Wonder has to say about this topic.
You didn't come up with the tone for C. Somebody said this is a C.
Right.
This is a D, and I'm going to tune this piano to call it a D. You didn't make that sound.
Right. Yeah.
It is manufactured for you.
Fact.
So your manufactured D is the same thing as my drum pad. So we're all playing something.
Right.
So what's live and what's not? You didn't make the piano, bro. You didn't make the saxophone. I used to get in arguments with keyboard producers all the time. I'm playing keys. No, you ain't. Tink, 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 tink. Ain't playing no keys, bro. Tink, 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 tink.
Oh, quote that.
It's just not.
Quote
like
that.
You're not gonna say you ain't playing no chords.
Yeah.
You're not doing this and understand majors and minors and chord progressions and all that. You tink, 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 and saying that's playing and gonna get on me for going through this record and piecing together a chord progression. Man, get out of here.
Tink tink to tink tink producers. They get no love on Back to the Boom Bap. But nah, for real though, there are 3 reasons why sampling is hard. And before I give you those reasons, let me make this clear. I said that sampling is hard, and not that it's better than playing live instruments. People who can play live instruments well are phenomenal. How could I hate on live instruments when that gave birth to sampling? But people who are dope at sampling do make better music than those who make whack beats with their little VSTs. And I don't care if you use your grandma's pots and pans to make beats. Just make some heat. But the 3 reasons are, it ain't broke, but we still gotta fix it. You have to figure out how to make songs your own, and you can't sample whatever you want to.
But to take a song that's 7 minutes, 8 minutes long by Jamal named Swahili Land and turn that into Stakes is High, and for JD to use that part at the end of the song and turn it into something beautiful, I don't think the previous generation would never understand that.
So first, it ain't broke, but we still gotta fix it. What do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. Let's say you're sampling an R&B song. The original musicians on the song that made that music didn't have an easy job, but they came up with the melody, wrote some lyrics, and then it was time to record it. So when you sample that song, what you're actually doing is remixing the song. A song is a musical arrangement. But even if you don't chop up the sample, you still have to rearrange it. And by the way, before I go on, if you're getting value from this video so far, click on the like button. That really helps me out. R&B songs didn't typically put a major emphasis on bass and drums, but rap songs do. So when you're sampling, you're essentially mixing your tracks so the bass is much deeper, and you're gonna EQ the drums so they smack and thump harder. This is a task that we start doing as producers before the mixing engineer even touches it. Otherwise, what's the point of using it? If you don't make any changes to the song, you might as well be a DJ playing the song at a party.
But to be honest with you, if you playing the keyboard and you really can't play, if you just, right, any cat will tell you it's harder to take a record and make it your own.
The second reason is you have to figure out how to make the song your own. As you're sonically crafting the track, you'll also have to think about how you'll be designing it from a technical or artistic standpoint. Or, if the song is obscure, it might work to just use a loop. Or, if it's a popular track, you might want to chop it up to bits and experiment with it. Either way, similar to playing an instrument, proficiency with sampling is based on some level of natural talent combined with tons of practice.
And a lot of cats won't sample because you gotta do your record history, you gotta understand producers of the 70s, you gotta understand who you sample and who you don't. It's a lot of mental homework that you have to do when it comes to shopping for records. And so, a lot of cats won't do it, man, because it's hard. It's hard. Sampling is hard.
The third reason is you can't sample anything that you want to. Well, you can, but if you're going to put it out commercially, you have to get permission. You don't want to get sued, and you want to at least get to share your publishing with the original songwriters and not lose all of it. Or you could put out the song or album for free. But if it indirectly leads to revenue for you, then you might still be taking a risk. The other possible solution is to chop the sample up real fine and hope no one detects it. But that kind of sucks though, because even if no one knows, the original artist will make no money for their hard work. And also, you're taking a risk because you might get found out. Some great music has come out of sampling. And I love the sample, but when it comes to dealing with the business aspect of it every time, that's gotta be a hassle. That's why I love Tracklib. They have producer curated collections from greats like Just Blaze and Eric Sermon, and you can sort by genre, year, BPM, etc. They make it easy and affordable to clear samples, and they're even adding more features to help you see the vision of your beat before you make it. They already have a looping feature, but now they also have a beats player that has 4 different subgenre modes that can play the sample in 1, 2, 4, and 8 bar loops. So click the link in the description below to get started with a free 30-day trial and 15 credits for songs to sample. But with these 3 reasons, my main goal was to get people to put some respect on sampling's name. Some people think that it's easy or that it's uncreative, and I wanted to dispel both of those myths. But if you'd like more context about what inspired this video, click or tap the screen to watch my video called Knife Wonder on why many producers don't sample. Some of the clips from this video come from that video, but I just think that Knife dropped a lot of wisdom in that video despite it being so long ago. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.